Oh my god. 337. The Quartier Latin is one of the richest parts of Paris. You should find enough goods to survive the cold nights. Find 3,700 loot. Not worth of loot, worth of gold, just money, just any pieces of loot. It's just a stockpile of loot. Anyway, Cosette, the prostitute, is paying a good amount of money for her ex-lover's death. He should be in the warehouse smuggling goods. End his days. We're gonna end his days. Love me a bit of prostitute goals. Any French prostitutes in chat? Let me know. Because the age of the mission, of course, new mantle kind of crazy. But it's gonna walk past. Never mind. Oh my god, it's the Le Pawn Shop. Oh, get it? Pawn Shop? La Boulangerie.
Was something just there? Someone there.
Do not turn around. What? What do we have? The gamer tool. And that papyrus. Greetings, chat Noir. Any Noirs in the chat? Let me know. I hope you enjoy your visit to Paris. It's a better scenario than the forgotten hamlets of France where you came from. Here's where art lives, with sin. The City of Lights also casts many shadows, as you will find out. Your first business is even a romantic one. How fitting for the city. The warehouse of the Quartier Latin always had a strong security. But last night a prostitute named Cosette told me a secret. The warehouse has a tunnel that reaches the local brothel where Cosette works. It's used by corrupt workers to smuggle wine, gold, anything. Your best bet is to infiltrate the brothel named House of Little Deaths and find the tunnel to the warehouse. Oh, and one more thing. Cosette didn't reveal that secret for nothing. Her lover, Rimbaud, the smuggler, really broke her heart. She wants him dead, and she will pay for it. He should be inside the warehouse waiting for illegal goods. Happy hunting, Chat Noir, and may Paris seduce you like a devilish woman. For I have other missions for you. Oh my god, it's the Marquis de Sade. We're hired by the Marquis. 1793. That's not even that long ago. Technically. What do we have? L'épée. Ah, fuck. What was it the blackjack was called in French again? I think you play in French when you speedrun the game. If only the Count was here.
Who's there?
It's Jack Noir. Yes, it's the matraque. That's right. I remember the matraque. You know, if I remember correctly in Russian, it's like Benka or some shit. It is the house. Oh my lord. They even got maps. Many guards. Le menu. cheap porn. Okay. Anyway, here we go. We have the entrance, the warehouse, gates, brothel main gates, building under construction, and brothel side gate. Is this outside or inside? Ah, here's the inside of the Hall of Pleasures, Library of Erotica, Red Rooms, Cassette's lair. She got her own lair, apparently. Madame's room and Room of Easy Money. Mini guard. I mean, it is saying le normal, le hard, le expert. Might as well have much danger, mini guard. The man was ahead of his time with the Reddit memes. Music. Let me see it though. Behold, you are fair, my beloved. Behold, you are fair. Your eyes are like doves from within your kerchief. Your hair is like a flock of goats that streamed down from Mount Gilead. Your teeth are like a flock of uniformly shaped ewes that came up from the washing, all of whom are perfect, and there is no bereavement among them. Your lips are like a scarlet thread, and your speech is comely. Your temple is like a split pomegranate from within your kerchief. Your neck is like the Tower of David, built as a model, 1,000 shields hanging on it, all the quivers of the mighty men. Your two breasts are like two fawns, the twins of a gazelle, who graze among the roses. Until the sun spreads and the shadows flee, I will go to the mountain of myrrh and to the hill of frankincense. You are all fair, my beloved, and there is no blemish in you. With me from Lebanon, my bride, with me from Lebanon shall you come. You shall look from the peak of Ammana, from the peak of Sinir, and Hermon, from the lion's den, from mountains of leopards. You have captivated my heart, my sister, my bride. You have captivated my heart with one of your eyes, with one link of your necklaces. How fair is your love, my sister, my bride. How much better is your love than wine, and the fragrance of your oils than all spices. Your lips drip flowing honey, O bride. Honey and milk are under your tongue, and the fragrance of your garments is like the fragrance of Lebanon. A locked-up garden is my sister, my bride. A locked-up spring, a sealed fountain. Your arid fields are as a pomegranate orchard with sweet fruit, henna, and spikenard. Spikenard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, with all frankincense trees, myrrh and aloes, with all the chief spices. A garden fountain, a well of living waters and flowing streams from Lebanon. Awake, O north wind, and come, O south wind, blow upon my garden, that the spices thereof may flow out. Let my beloved come to his garden and eat his sweet fruit. Song of Songs, Old Testament. We've noticed this before, that with the really ancient fan missions, there's a lot of poetry being put in. A lot of poetry in the ancient fan mission. Well, it said Old Testament. You'd have to ask someone else if it was truly from the Bible, however. Let me pour my coffee. Hold on. You do be pouring. Wait, it's really from the Bible? Talking about a woman's arid fields? This woman came with us from Lebanon. You think you can pick up an Old Testament bitch? While saying, damn, bitch, are you from Lebanon? So, and why it would be found inside of a brothel.
What's that sound?
Oh my lord. A man is called a man of small passion whose desire at the time of sexual union is not great, whose semen is scanty, and who cannot bear the warm embraces of the They're talking of the incel, even all the way back. Post that read on YouTube to get that trad viewer. Where is the trad wife viewer? Show up, oh, but only after the French one. That's not... a trad would not be a Q skipper. And Q is a French word, so get in line behind the French. Anyway, those who differ from this temperament are called men of middling passion, while those of intense passion are full of desire. In the same way, women are supposed to have the 3 degrees of feeling as specified above. Lastly, according to time, there are 3 kinds of men and women: the short-timed, the moderate-timed, and the long-timed. And of these, as in the previous statements, there are 9 kinds of union. But on this last head there is a difference of opinion about the female, which should be stated. Oddalica says, females do not emit as males do. The males simply remove their desire, while the females, from their consciousness of desire, feel a certain kind of pleasure which gives them satisfaction, but it is impossible for them to tell you what kind of pleasure they feel. The fact from which this becomes evident is that males, when engaged in coition, seize of themselves after emission and are satisfied. But it is not so with females. This opinion is, however, objected to on the grounds that if a male be a long-timed, the female loves him the more. But if he be short-timed, she is dissatisfied with him. And the circumstance, some say, would prove that the female emits also. But this opinion does not hold good, if it takes a long time to allay a woman's desire, and during this time she is enjoying great pleasure, it is quite natural that she should wish for its continuation. And on this subject, there is a verse as follows. By union with men, the lust, desire, or passion of women is satisfied, and the pleasure derived from the consciousness of it is called their satisfaction. The Kama Sutra of Vatsaya kinds of sexual union according to dimensions, force of desire or passion. Time! Any short-timed men in chat, let me know. This bitch got no tricks or paintings on the walls.
Who's there? Did you say something?
Damn.
He's right here! Help!
Feel the matraque. They don't have names. Unfortunately. Yeah, what was that one fan mission where they were talking about how they could, grow really large vegetables, and the cucumber was the most popular one amongst the the populace, for obvious reasons. I don't remember which one, but I remember the mission. I think it was a campaign, and it was quite good actually. Yeah, so it really puts into perspective what they mean when they say that someone's really Old Testament. Oh no. Well, thank the heavens above, it is not occupied. The scroll on the floor says, determined never to go back to Nancy, and realizing that I was seeing my lover for the last time in my life, I felt all my wounds reopening when I said goodbye to him. But I had the strength to withstand that final blow. How cruel he was! He left. He tore himself away from my bosom, wet with my tears, without shedding a single tear of his own. Such is the result of the vows of love we're foolish enough to believe. The more sensitive we are, the more completely our seducers forsake us. The traitors, the degree to which they abandon us in proportion to our efforts to keep them with us. Seneval had taken his child and placed him in a country home where it was impossible for me to find him. He wanted to deprive me of the sweet consolation of cherishing and bringing up that tender fruit of our union. It was as though he wanted me to forget everything that might still bind us to each other, and I did, or rather, I thought I did. Fatalism by Marquis de Sade. Our benefactor, our employer wrote this. Look at that mask. Key and key. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my lord. After having delivered a long speech, boy do I know that feeling, upon the indifference of robbery, upon, indeed, its usefulness in the world, since it maintains a sort of equilibrium which totally confounds the inequality of property, upon the infrequence of punishment, since out of every 20 thieves it could be proven that not above 2 dies on the gallows. After having demonstrated to me, with an erudition of which I had not dreamt Monsieur de Herpin capable, that theft was honored throughout Greece, that several races yet acknowledge it, favor it, and reward it for a bold deed, simultaneously giving proof of courage and skill, 2 virtues indispensable to a warlike nation, after having, in a word, exalted his personal influence, which would extricate me from all embarrassments in the event I should be detected. Monsieur de Harpin tendered me 2 lockpicks, one to open the neighbor's front door, the other his secretary, within which lay the box in question. Incessantly he conjoined me to get him his box, and in return for so important a service, I could expect for 2 years to receive an additional crown. Justine by Marquis de Sade. That boy is one righty ass bitch. Maybe one of our new keys. Oh, oui. Open the door. Not a lot of hoes in the stable. Not a lot of stallions in the stable today. Another fucking cucumber. Remind me not to eat it, no matter how low my health drops. Yeah, let me just drink water before I undertake another undertaking. Let's get comfortable in the chair. When a woman stands on her hands and feet like a quadruped, and her lover melts her like a bull, it is called the Congress of a Cow. At this time, everything that is ordinarily done on the bosom should be done on the back. in the same way can be carried on the congress of a dog, the congress of a goat, the congress of a deer, the forcible mounting of an ass, the congress of a cat, the jump of a tiger, the pressing of an elephant, the rubbing of a boar, and the mounting of a horse. And in all these cases, the characteristics of these indifferent animals should be manifested by acting like them. When a man enjoys two women at the same time, both of whom love him equally, it is called the United Congress. When a man enjoys many women altogether, it is called the Congress of a herd of cows. Very based book, I must add. An addendum, they'd call it in the book world. The following kinds of congress sporting in water were the congress of an elephant with many female elephants, which is said to take place only in the water, the congress of a collection of goats, the congress of a collection of deer take place in imitation of these animals. In Graminary, many young men enjoy a woman that may be married to one of them, either one after the other or at the same time. Thus one of them holds her, another enjoys her, a third uses her mouth, a fourth holds her middle part, and in this way they go on enjoying her several parts alternately. The same things can be done when several men are sitting in company with one courtesan, or when one courtesan is alone with many men. In the same way this can be done by the women of the king's harem, or is it harem, when they accidentally get a hold of a man. The people in the southern countries have also a congress in the anus that is called the lower congress. Thus ends the various kinds of congress. There are also two verses on the subject as follows. An ingenious person should multiply the kinds of congress after the fashion of the different kinds of beasts and of birds. For these different kinds of congress, performed according to the usage of each country and the liking of each individual, generate love, friendship, and respect in the hearts of women. The Kama Sutra of the Vatsayana of the different ways of lying down and various kinds of congress. Kind of a whorehouse is this? Imagine Americans be like, I will take student loan to learn this shit.
Huh? What was that?
With a smile.
Quiet now.
Ooh. Of course they're gambling as well. In the room of easy money.
What was that noise? Oh well.
And it is not the one a man can spin,
Hello,
unfortunately.
Who's there? Who's there?
Someone there?
Is someone there?
Boy, there are strange noises.
What was that noise? Huh? Anybody there?
We shall simply return to the whole house, exploring the location. And I have no water arrows, I just realized, so we're gonna have to wait until that man moves on.
Hey,
What's that?
What do you...
Whew, this place gives me the creeps. Back to work.
We all know what her work entails, and she fell back asleep.
What's that sound?
That was a little bit weird. I don't know, I've never seen that, but
Gee, I must have imagined.
back to sleep. Let's see what she has to say. Hymn to Aphrodite, shimmering throned, immortal Aphrodite, daughter of Zeus, enchantress, I implore thee, spare me, O queen, this agony and anguish. Crush not my spirit. Whenever before thou hast hearkened to me, to my voice calling to thee in the distance, and heeding thou hast come, leaving thy father's golden dominions. with chariot yoked to thy fleet-winged coursers, fluttering swift pinions over earth's darkness, and bringing thee through the infinite, gliding downwards from heaven. Then soon they arrived, and thou, blessed goddess, with divine countenance smiling, didst ask me what new woe had befallen me now and why. Thus I had called thee. What in my mad heart was my greatest desire? Who was it now that must feel my allurements? Who was the fair one that must be persuaded? Who wronged thee, Sappho? I don't know the lore here, but I feel like if I did, it might have hit a little bit harder, but moving on. For if now she flees, quickly she shall follow, and if she spurns gifts, soon shall she offer them. Yeah, if she knows not love, soon shall she feel it, even reluctant. Come then, I pray, grant me surcease from sorrow, drive away care. I beseech thee, O goddess, fulfill me what I yearn to accomplish. Be thou my aloe. Aloe? Of the Vera fame? No, ally. Ally. Of the way fame. Ally is the word that I was trying to say. Forgive me. Oh. This would mean... Maybe... Yeah, this will have to be the one that leads down to the warehouse, I imagine. Ooh. Even a speed potion could turn any long-timed man into a short-timed man, whether he wants to or not. Let's see what this woman wrote. Let us live, my lesbia, and let us love, and let us judge all the rumors of the old men to be worth just 1 penny. The suns are able to fall and rise. When that brief light has fallen for us, we must sleep a never-ending night. Give me 1,000 kisses, then another 100, then another 1,000, then a second 100, then yet another 1,000 more, then another 100. Streamers begging for donos be like. Then when we have made many thousands, we will mix them all up so that we don't know, and so that no one can be jealous of us when he finds out how many kisses we have shared. By Gaius Valerius Catullus. Not the Gaius that we wish it was.
Still.
I feel like with these outfits, they kind of look like they work here. And not just as guards, I mean. See what crazy shit they jotted down this time. It was very hot. The day had gone just past its noon. I'd stretched out on a couch to take a nap. One of the window shutters was open, one was closed. The light was like you'd see deep in the woods, or like the glow of dusk when Phoebus leaves the sky, or when night pales and day has not yet dawned. A perfect light for girls with too much modesty or anxious shame can hope to hide away. When, look, here comes Corinna in a loose ungirded gown, her parted hair framing her gleaming throat. I've never heard of a throat described as gleaming before, but there you go. Like lovely Semiramis entering her boudoir, or fabled lays of the chip fame, loved by many men, I tore her gown off. Not that it mattered, being so sheer, and yet she fought to keep that sheer gown on. It's a poem about rape, dude. Holy shit. But since she fought with no great wish for oh, never mind. She fought with no great wish for victory. She lost, betraying herself to the enemy. And as she stood before me, her garment all thrown off, I saw a body perfect in every inch. What shoulders! Damn, look at the shoulders on that bitch! My favorite prostitute cassette. My, what shoulders on that! I don't know what. Coquettish little hoe. What fine arms! I looked on and embraced. What lovely breasts begging to be caressed. How smooth and flat a belly under a compact waist. And the side view, what a long and youthful thigh. But why go into details? Each point deserved its praise. I clasped her naked body close to mine. You can fill in the rest. We both lay there, worn out. May all my afternoons turn out this well. Poem from Amours by Ovid. Yeah, that reads like it was written by a man named Ovid, all right. She got shoulders like this. Broad shoulders, like she was from a military family. I gotta drink more water, hold on. I gotta chase my tap water with some coffee, hold on.
What's that?
Back to sleep she goes. She hides hers under the bed. Little cucked stool. What the hell is another one? You ask my lesbia, how many of your kisses are enough for... No, okay, no, it's not the same. You ask my lesbia, how many of your kisses are enough and more than enough for me? As big a number as the Libyan grains of sand that lie at Sylphium producing Cyrene, between the oracle of sultry Jupiter and the sacred tomb of old Batus. Or as many stars that see the secret love affairs of men when the night is silent, so many kisses are enough, and more than enough for mad Catullus to kiss you, these kisses which neither the inquisitive are able to count, nor an evil tongue bewitch. Gaius, Valerius, Catullus. That boy be reading and writing a whole bunch of shit.
Hello? Someone over there?
Okay. That just leads to the outside again. I'm gonna squeeze past her batos.
Did I see something?
Come on. Yeah, she should be working in one of the rooms. Her ass is fat. Hold on.
Who's there? Did you say
I think she's up against the desk. I can't push that hoe any further away. I'm sorry.
What was that? Yes?
The kind of guy who's hire a whore just for smooching.
Did you say something?
I thought I heard something.
Well, you know. To each their own. A lot of Gaiuses in Roman history. And speaking of Rome, we're right up in them aqueducts right now. I don't mean to sound weird, but this just oddly looks good. Just a circle with this texture. I don't know. A lower Congress. Oh my god, they're pirates. I wonder what kind. Just randomly light as well. What kind of a pirate enjoys the lower Congress? I wonder. The smuggler's law. 1. I shall not steal something without the other's knowledge. We steal together. 2. We steal together, but I shall not profit alone. All must be shared. And 3. All must be shared, but my debts are my debts. Let the Iron Lady kiss any offender of the law. Isn't it the Iron Maiden? Please tell me we have the key to this place. Oh, and we do. Scroll says, Boss, the Femme Serpent mask just arrived in our warehouse with the other goods. Should we steal it? I think we can get away if we blame it for Lecon's incompetence. It's your chance to be the director. Yours truly, Babar. If you hear this, Silo, either return 10,000 sesterces. Forgive me. Being as fierce and indomitable as you can, or if the cash pleases you, stop, I pray, being a pimp and fierce and foul-tempered at the same time. Gaius Valerius Catullus, Latin poems. I hope you like poems, Rimbod the smuggler. But beware, because they aren't always metaphors. I give you 1 week for repayment. Don't even fight me, fierce sinner, for I am sin itself. Insane. Is that him? Is that Rimbod the smuggler? Ex-lover of Cosette the prostitute? Let's find out.
Don't! Help! Help!
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Absolutely sprayed load from the opposite side of the room on this man. The type of load you could only have edged up after having stealthed through a Parisian brothel called... That's not what it is. It's called the House of Little Deaths. Which I think, thinking about it now, I realize probably is just a lot of wasted nut. A lot of sperm that didn't get to grow up. The mask of the Femme Serpent is actually the mother. How spooky. We don't have enough loot, however. What loot we got? Where's my loot? Okay, well, we're missing less than 100. Let's get the fuck up out of here. The loudest Glock picker in the world, or at least in Paris. Hello. Maybe one of them carrying some kind of beutel. What would bag be in French? We can't speak German in Paris.
Where are you, you copper?
Not yet, at least. It's only 1700. What was that place? Is this the building under construction? Run!
Quit tapping with my
Ah!
I want a piece of you.
Guess we'll never find out what's in that house. No secrets. almost all the loot. Dude, that's fucking crazy. On Le Expert as well. 16. Honestly, it felt a lot longer. Not bad though.
I crumble, brother.